Good morning to everyone. My name is Uday. My roll number is NL. This is my team Samiksha, Samira, Samhit, Monse, and Deepak. We are here to present about the topic Hubble telescope. Telescopes are the objects which are used to view the distant objects, and telescopes are also used to see the planets, stars from Earth. And Hubble telescope is a space telescope which was launched into space in 1990s. The Hubble telescope is named after the astronomer Edwin Hubble. The mission duration of Hubble telescope is 31 years, 9 months, and 11 days, which was ongoing. In 1970s, NASA and European Space Agency took up the idea and proposed a 3-meter space telescope. Hubble telescope is used to take the photographs of the galaxies and stars in the space. Now, the components of the Hubble telescope is explained by my friend Deepak. Deepak, respond.
Yeah, coming to the Hubble telescope, it is a combination of two things. One is satellite, and second one is telescope. To capture the long-range objects like planets, stars, and the galaxies, Hubble telescope is invented, and it is like a satellite and come telescope. So it requires both the components required to be in satellite and telescope. For example, wide field camera, like in telescope, and cosmic spectrography in satellite. And here is the one. It is the Hubble telescope picture, and it consists of many components like communication antenna, solar panels, suppositions, and so on. Coming to the support systems, it requires batteries, gyroscopes. To be in space, it requires gyroscope and come to generate pictures, and it needs some power source like solar panels and etc. And communication antennas. Before at the start, Hubble telescope transmits pictures of low quality, and most of the pictures are blurred. But the Hubble telescope replaced it with two antennas to transmit and receive separately. So the pictures are more accurate and 4K perfectly. And next, this is the picture of the communication antennas, top and bottom. And deeply, our friends will explain. Mohan sir.
Okay, thank you, Deepak. Here, satellite visibility. The working of communication system. At least one of the 5 satellites must be in the line of sight from the spacecraft. In the spacecraft, the satellites are visible from the spacecraft as a special data record, and the data stored the downcraft they will observe it. The stored they then transmit during the period of satellite visibility. Next slide. Here the solar panels. In the space, the there is no power. They only use solar panels to operate in the space. HTS need a power supply communication. The long the solar panels each containing 48,760 individual photogens. Hubble's mostly recent solar arrays produce 20% more than the power of precious sets. And moreover, Samit will continue this.
On computer in Hubble, receives the data and sends the data to the interface units for transmission to ground, sends commands and timings information to the instruments. The second computer handles the gyroscopes, the point controlling system and other wide functions. The computer directs the rotation of filter, opening and closing of shutters, collecting data and talk to main computers. Thank you.
Now, coming to the optical assembly, it mainly consists of two mirrors, namely primary mirror and secondary mirror. Here, primary mirror collects light from the astronomical target and reflects it to the secondary mirror, located in the optical tube. To remain the fixed on an object, HST has 3 onboard systems. Firstly, gyroscope, secondly, reaction wheels, and thirdly, fine guidance sensors. Gyroscopes sense small to large motions, reaction wheels for the movement of telescopes, and fine guideline sensor which helps in sensing the fine motion. Also, one of the main components of HST is wide field camera. It has 3 different kinds of light, namely near ultraviolet, visible, and near infrared. It also consists of advanced camera for surveys. Next slide. This is the location of wide field camera and advanced camera for surveys. Now, Samiksha will be continuing the structure of Hubble telescope. Hubble telescope would be subjected to many conditions like the region of zero gravity and extreme temperature fluctuations of more than 100 °F during each trip around the Earth. To get adapted to these conditions, Hubble is given a special structure. Hubble was given a skin or a blanket of multi-layered insulation which protects the telescope from extreme temperatures. During the service mission 4, the astronauts also added panels of insulation called new outer blanket layers over portions of Hubble. A lightweight aluminum shell beneath the Hubble telescope provides external structure to the Hubble. This is the structure of Hubble telescope. It has communication antenna, solar array, light shield, aperture door, secondary mirror, main light baffle, primary mirror, fine guidance sensor, radial science instrument bay, axial science instrument bay, outer shroud, and computer support system module. Few major discoveries of Hubble telescope. Hubble telescope taking the pictures of comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 as it hits Jupiter in 1994. The second photo is the Pillars of Creation in the Age of Eagle Nebula 1995. Third photo here in this slide is Hubble Deep Field is the first Hubble Deep Field is released, showing the unimaginable number of galaxies in the universe in 1996. Next. Hubble observations detect the elements in the atmosphere of exoplanet in 2001. The second picture here is Hubble images two previously unknown moons orbiting Pluto in 2005. The third picture in this slide is the Hubble telescope captured this image of gamma ray explosion. Coming to the conclusion of Hubble telescope, despite its flawed early history, the Hubble Space Telescope performed well, yielding much scientific data and beautiful images. However, this Hubble Space Telescope will not last forever. In conclusion, the Hubble Space Telescope has been a major help in the discovery of secrets of the universe. Hubble helped us in taking sharp pictures of the objects in sky, such as planets, stars, and galaxies. Hubble Space Telescope was a major turning point in science because it has greatly changed humans by allowing many important discoveries to be made and many new technologies to advance and develop. This is all about Hubble Telescope.
Thank you.
Any queries?
Any queries? Thank you.
Thank you.